Oh, somebody said they missed the joke. I guess the stream hiccup there.
I definitely didn't accidentally smack the live button and then immediately hit it again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the joke that I really liked was, "Who are you and how did you get in here?" I'm a locksmith. I'm a locksmith.
Stream done. Oh, Scott! I even saw you do the right thing, just a little late or early or in the wrong angle.
Scott, I think this is the first time I've seen you here.
No, he's made it past
Oh.
Genny before.
Yeah, I don't think I've made it past first
Police
form Ishin.
Squad. That's right. That's what it was. Police Academy.
Yeah, Police Academy was very different. That was like on the, still the 1980s kind of like
Ah, shit.
rape is funny and cheeky sort of comedy.
That old bit.
Yeah.
Comedy's weird.
Yeah.
It's the first thing to age poorly.
No, it's the quickest to age and the most likely to age poorly.
I watched, what was it? I watched Kick-Ass over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Man, there's some parts in that age very poorly.
Yes,
I have never seen it. Is it worth going back?
I think so.
it was okay.
I think it's got Nick Cage in it, and a very good Nick Cage role.
Yes, it was.
It's one of my favorite Nick Cage performances.
It was my favorite Nick Cage performance until the second Ghost Rider, and then that was my favorite until Mandy.
Speaking of hero
still haven't
movies,
seen it.
has anybody seen Orgasmo?
No.
I have.
Okay, is it worth watching? Is it funny?
Drink! No.
Oh, okay.
No, not. If you were like 15 and you saw it for the first time, you'd laugh. Not now.
Okay.
Could somebody fill up my glass?
Me too. I need glass filly. Actually, hand it to me, and then I'll pour mine, and then
Sorry, it's just-
throw the glass up in the air, and then if Grant throws his up in the air at the same time, hopefully, if with the turn of the bottles, it'll spill just perfectly. And
All right, Scott, that's on you. I've got the controller.
yeah, there you go. Watch.
We're running low.
Right, it was right.
On this bottle.
Wait a second. We're already 9 drinks in? What
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's not that late.
It's 40 minutes, and that's not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's barely any.
Yeah.
But we have to kill all our sake. That's the thing. We're not going till 8. We're going till done sake.
Oh my god.
I don't know about you, but
I'm
I've had
going
a
to
hell
sit
of a
here
week.
and talk.
I know,
to-
which is why you need some sake.
Now it's the exact reason I don't need to drink.
Well, I'll sit here with
Here.
you, chat.
Top
Hey,
yourself off,
whoever gift subbed something, Toa the Dragon.
Talon the Dragon.
Thanks for the 5.
Thank you for the 5 gift
Oh, it says
subbies.
at the top.
Yeah.
I always count it.
Oh, no!
So, Grant, this is your first try?
This is my first try.
Okay, I'm going to go get another bottle.
Could have given the bottle to Tyler. He could have taken it the place he needed to go.
I wanted to do a gag.
Oh, get
Doesn't
fucked.
matter. Didn't get touched.
Genny, you
I did
bitch.
get touched. I had to take a drink.
Gamarnia. Thank you so much for the 8-month resub.
Gotta jump, right?
No, not for that one.
No, that is the jump one. I just jumped too late.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. Definitely wasn't the stab.
Like, the secret with him, I found out, is that you just kind of always have to block a little later than you think. He stops his swings early and makes you wait for him.
All of his big moves like that are just like...
Shit. It's the longer
You gotta wait for that fucking...
When he does the
twinkle.
double slash, I don't really have a good wave.
No, he doesn't twinkle before he does it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There you go.
I haven't quite discerned how to... Like, I think it's just a longer... Or the only thing I notice is it's a very much longer amount of time. Is the spin. Okay.
Yeah, you
Normally
have like a very small iframe that you can dodge through a lot of things.
The spin I'm always nervous about because...
His Ichimonji is always the easiest
Here we
punish
go.
for me.
Yeah.
Good move.
That's the move I can always punish. Whirly. All right. Here's the actual test of this fight.
The real fight begins.
Gun and
No, it's supposed to run around
the
it.
gun and spear.
And that was a stab, not a spin.
Fucking gun and spear.
You're failing this test so far, Grant.
I really am. Ichimonji there, so we can get some stamina back.
Ooh, got on the inside.
You can just...
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't do the twice! He always gets you if you do twice. Ugh.
I just wanted to run.
Gun! See, I always just use the shield on the gun.
I am used to not using Spirit Emblems because
That's
I'm
fair.
out of them on my file.
The pull-in.
Damn it, I didn't want to do two! He's got a lot of...
Oh, came for you.
This motherfucker gets his posture back while he's running.
He's the final boss for a reason.
Ooh, nice. Ooh.
He also gets so many fucking phases.
He also has clips in a gun that should not have clips.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought that was going to be phase.
So hard to block those swings.
Go, get him.
Oh, that shouldn't have been Ichimonji. It was supposed to be just a swing. Whatever.
Done. All right.
Okay, phase 3. We can do this. We got two. We got to revive.
You got 2 revives, and this space is exactly like the last one, but he gives you gifts.
Aim's got that.
Oh, and sometimes lightning comes down on top of you. I've actually never seen him do that. I've always been in the range for him to not do that.
Yeah. Oh, wrong one.
Oh, still managed to avoid it.
Damn it! Come on, give me the fucking Makiri.
You were too close,
Yeah.
though. Slash did it too early.
Whoa, not sure what happened there. Ugh.
Hey, you live.
Oh, but I'm out of gourds. That's what
It's got a perfect.
Okay. Pretty good.
Oh boy.
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Once you double.
If you go to the plasma, you can get the single.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shots for coming.
He doesn't use the gun as much in this form.
Fuck you. At least take some hits, Don. Drink.
That was your first.
Like I said, I got him down pretty consistently at home, so I knew I would be capable. It's just maybe not right away and with a couple drinks in. But yeah. What training regimen have you had for this game, Scott?
Training regimen for this game?
Yeah, like when we're not streaming, how do you practice? Make sure you're sharp for the audience. Make sure they're getting their money's worth when they throw bits and stuff.
He doesn't practice so that everybody can get their drink on.
Yep.
Oh, okay. He's the yin to my yang.
No, I don't. I thought about practicing this game.
well,
Practicing in this game.
Secret
a
note
couple
I
of
found
times,
out, it's
but-
very bad luck to hit the rocks when you're running in, so avoid those.
Okay.
Every time I've hit the rocks running in, like I did this time, then you go forward. See? That wasn't me messing up, that was fate.
At some point, Genny just kind of becomes a nuisance.
Yes. But also annoying in a way where, like, if you mess up, he can still do a ton of fucking damage.
If
So
only
it's-
because his tempo is different from Machine.
Yeah. Like, it's just like, okay, he's, like, once you've got him figured out, it is pretty easy. But, man. It can just get really annoying sometimes. I've definitely been, like, inches away from killing Phase 4 and then lost to this guy on my next try.
Yeah. Right.
Might sound weird, but he's one of my favorite looking bosses so far. I really like the look of his rough down samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Kind of burned to a crisp.
He looks really skinny. Like all that muscle is very lean.
Shaggy hair like me.
I love fighting this guy because it just feels like a very like clang, clang, clang.
Yeah. You don't get a feeling like this since the first time you fought Ish. Or,
Yeah, this is a very samurai to samurai fight. It
Damn.
feels so good.
murdered. All right, stand back because when he pulls out the spear, he does like that whirling dervish.
Dervish.
Yeah.
Dervish? What does that mean? First time I've ever heard
Technically,
that.
old
like a-
toy, the whirling dervish.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it was
Oh, is that thing that's on that stick that you go, "Nyeh," and you go, and it
Maybe.
goes back up and you go, "Nyeh," and you go,
I can't say I know exactly what a whirling dervish is, but that sounds right.
oh. I remember having that as a kid. I loved those. This little thing that goes down the two metal stick.
Yeah.
sounds dervishy.
Did you have did either of you guys have like a favorite carnival prize toy? Like, you know, a ball and
I
paddle,
always just went for
cup and a
plushes.
ball kind of shit?
Something that I frequently saw as a kid when I was at like carnival or something was this big plush Spyro. So I was trying to get that. What about you guys?
Yeah, I asked the question.
I'm sorry, I'm a little focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Scott's
Yeah, but
not.
Kaiser-
Because he's trying to figure out what his favorite carnival toy was, and he's gonna say it right now.
Snoopy. I loved anything Snoopy when I was a kid. and
Now, Snoopy or Joe Cool?
Snoopy. Joe
Dude,
Cool's-
I
Joe
have
Cool's
so
fine,
much-
but
Joe
Goku's
Cool
just
shit.
Snoopy with a bad attitude. Shit! Those aren't fucking shuriken.
They can be.
Oh yeah, got him.
All right.
Nice,
Go.
nice.
Lots of heals.
He's giving you lightning presents now. Nice. They fuck him up so bad,
Really
too.
fucking do.
Has anybody ever been struck randomly by, like, the lightning that hits the stage here?
I feel like
Oh,
shit,
man.
Shit. Heal,
Giving
heal,
you
heal.
two in, like... That would have been a speedrunner's dream.
instead of trying to be greedy and just swing on him after that, I'm just gonna start blocking.
Nice! That's
That might be it.
not quite.
If I would have maybe.
There we go!
Oh my god!
Is that the end of the game?
That is the end of the game.
Oh my god.
Scott, do you
Here
want
we,
to be
no,
honest?
no, hurry up!
I was gonna say if Scott fucked it up, it would be on him.
Oh!
What do we drink?
Oh.
Is he technically dead now?
Wait. He's
Wait, he's
still
still-
not satisfied.
A warrior's death. Oh, drink.
I tried timing it up, it didn't work.
It did.
To the fallen game. Immortality.
Severed.
Took a big drink for that one.
Yeah, I will.
You can remember him. Remember me.
Remembering
Though I
Saint
have to say
Ishin.
goodbye, remember me.
At his peak, Ishin Ashina devoted himself to deadly conflict in the pursuit of strength, a single-minded killing machine of a man.
I hold you in my heart.
I want that on my grave.
I sing the secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me.
Wait, so you give something for
I
killing
can't-
him, even though this is the end of the game?
Six
New
and I,
Game
or
Plus.
whatever your name is. I know you gave us 500 bits, and I was trying to remember how to pronounce your
What?
name because I can't read. But I don't know if we're gonna go back to the original Kingdom Hearts DLC, or sorry, DLC for 3.
Is this one of those situations where it's a moral choice, like in Dark Souls 3, where I could
Since
just
I
leave?
don't know if you've, I honestly don't know.
What is that? What is it?
It's a
Kneel
thing that
before
you
the
gotta kneel
divine
before
Divine
you're.
Heir
It's,
is dying.
yeah,
and
he's dying.
and
You gonna
Oh,
save the
shit.
kid or not?
You gonna help your boy?
or just leave.
You gonna live on?
Scott, this has been your playthrough more than mine, though I may have struck the final
shit.
blows.
Well, you press the button.
What are we gonna do?
You gonna let the
Hmm.
dragon
give the
die?
Divine
Not the
Dragon's
dragon's tears. I'm gonna go ahead and say that because that's an easy route to take.
Yeah.
We,
Well,
went
we
out of
did
our
take
way.
a long time. We did go out of our way to get the Everblossom.
Yo, thanks, Bale Blood Ink, for the bits.
Thanks.
おそばにおります
What did he choose? I didn't look.
To give him
The
Yeah,
Dragon's
Everblossom.
Tears and Everblossom.
yeah, the thing that we got from
The
Owl.
bull, right?
Owl.
竜の
Oh, that looks like the thing we got from the bull.
No, it's the. Here's the thing.
Now the
Owl,
bull's gonna smell on his face. It sucks.
Owl went to the Fountainhead Palace and he got that shit. Like, he got a branch from the Everblossom tree, which is in the Fountainhead, I think.
Wait, does that mean there's an Everblossom thing strapped to the bowl then?
It's part of it, I think.
Kinda.
That's cool.
The Great Sakura.
Well, cool. Now I can spend the rest of the stream trying to kill the demon of hatred.
Oh.
Oh well.
The last immortal.
I want him to cut his neck and then for the prince to disappear and then crawl out of his neck.
That's nice. I'm happy he's getting this.
Oh, he had flowers in him. That's
So
cool.
you got, like, the mediocre ending.
Yeah.
The mediocre one.
Yes.
In the super good one, does he just turn up into a straight tree?
In the good ending, which all you had to do was keep talking to the Divine Child after you got both of the Serpent Hearts, which you already had,
Nice.
you would have both lived and gone to return the dragon to its homeland.
Aw, man.
Well, hey, man. Sometimes not every story ends on the happiest note it could.
But, you know, things happen. Emma's alive, so that's good.
Yeah. Good for her.
She can be in the sequel. The sequel.
Hey, at least he survived.
Yeah, and
So
look,
wait, look, the young lord's not so young anymore, it looks.
yeah, you gave him your life.
And he's no longer immortal. He gets to live like a human boy.
行かれるのですね。
Did he have to do it with the red sword, or else his little tentacle thingy would have come out of his neck?
Probably.
He would have turned into a literal wolf. He still looks like a baby.
Oh, yeah, he does look very child. I thought
Well,
he
that's-
had gotten taller.
That's just the thing about being young.
私も人として懸命に生き、
He just looked like a kid.
そして死のうと思います。
Yes,
我
you
が
will do
忍
that.
びがそうしてくれたように。
But now I need a new one.
I need a shinobi too.
エマ殿にもお世話になりました。
Wait for Sekiro too.
No,
The
it's
return
Shinobi.
of the wolf.
I mean, Emma's a pretty alright swords person in her own right.
Yeah. She's a boss that you can fight, as far as I know.
Really? Huh.
If you pick a different route.
Yeah, if you decide that you want to kill the heir and join if you join Owl at that one point, she'll be like,
Oh.
I can't let you do that, and she'll come out and fight you.
Truly, the
Yeah.
Sekiro were the friends we made along the way.
Oh my god, I can't believe it's over.
Can somebody tell us how many drinks we had across all of our streams?
Oh my god, yeah, if anybody can get that number, that'd be great.
That would be the color 12. I don't know if he's here.
Yeah.
Griffman, thank you so much for the 30 months of Prime subbage.
I'm gonna go look at the bits because I know we missed like 2 in that last thing, and I feel bad.
So, do you want to try to like run through it now that you've beaten it?
So if I hit yes, does that just start me off with everything I had at the beginning?
It gives you all the upgrades you've had. I don't think you have all the ninja tools though.
Ah.
I'm not sure though. I think the only thing you definitely won't have is the grapple at the beginning because you need that for to make sure that you don't cheat the system, I guess. You will not be able to
Hero.
return to your current playthrough.
Does that matter?
Not
At this
really.
point?
Thanks
Yeah.
for the
Yeah, I was
500.
suggesting maybe trying to fuck with the demon of hatred, but
Oh,
we
you
don't,
could.
but we don't have
That's
to.
right. If you don't want to fight the demon of hatred, you can blow the last hour of this fighting the demon of hatred if you want. So you can say,
So basically that would just start us off back before we started fighting Genichiro and Ishin.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Steak, thanks for the 19 months.
Thanks, Mr. Steak Steak.
good
I mean,
dog.
I mean, at that point, after that, you'd have to go back and kill Ishin again.
Well, not really.
mean-
No.
I mean, no, if we were gonna do playthrough number 2, which I guess we're never gonna actually do
Protoss
that.
with 25 months. What's up, TFS?
Yo.
How's your day been?
Mixed
Good.
bag. Still really fucking hot down here in Texas.
It is
A
very
little
warm.
bit.
And then, Griffman, 30 months. Thank you.
Not
Cool.
nearly as hot as it is in Brazil right now. If anybody out there has any
assume.
power to stop that, I recommend you do.
I have a feeling it would take quite a bit to stop it. At this
Yeah,
point.
probably. But if anybody listening has that ability, I
Yeah, if
urge
you're
them
out
to
there.
do it.
Wait, so where's the divine shot? Like,
Flames of Hatred. Oh, wait, the Divine Child? She's in the Inner Sanctum.
If I missed anybody's bit drops,
I
please
don't think
mail
we can-
us. Our PO box is,
I don't.
PO Box 365,
365.
Addison, Texas 75001.
and put your complaints there. Thank you.
Thanks. That said,
Zykin,
I don't
500
think we can change
biddies.
the ending we got.
Hmm?
I don't think we
Good
can
job,
change the
Scott.
ending we got. If that,
Really?
And
if that's what you're
Grant,
trying to do.
love watching your guys drunk playthrough.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully,
Guess we
the next
can't.
one will come soon.
Thank you.
It will.
Is she just in that room eternally, or is she asleep in the corner? I don't know. I don't know what you have to do to get her the fuck out of that sanctum, honestly.
So now you can play Sekiro Big Head mode, right?
Yeah. Now we have
Only if
paintball
we
mode.
had only if we had the PC version.
Play through Sekiro again, but this time as Woody.
Oh yeah, or it's Krillin.
Yeah.
Or as Krillin, using a mod for the PC.
I feel like Krillin's too tall. Too short. Sorry, I'm dying.
You have to play as one of Krillin's
猫の
brothers.
忍びもしあ
God damn it! Why are you
Oh,
still
wait,
here?
Shouldn't we take another drink for Wolf's death?
I
Oh,
did.
yeah.
I didn't.
Wolf died.
Hit me. We got a new
Hit-
one.
hit it.
Add it to the
Hit
I'm
counter.
dead. I'm gone.
I meant hit the button
Oh.
for Wolf.
I can't. He's on it. He's dead. I can't use that button anymore.
Here, have the Chidu.
Let's go find the
Chidu.
demon of hatred.
Every time I take a try on that guy, I'm just gonna try and cheese him. I'm letting you know.
All right, fine by
If
me.
you go for legit kills.
Now I don't
Feel
know if
free.
anybody else is.
Where's that dumb asshole?
It's
I
gonna
think-
be-
I think
Flames of
it's just-
Hatred.
Yeah, I think it's just called Flames of Hatred or something.
Should be in the Ishina outskirts.
I don't know if anybody else is willing to, but I'd love to actually stay here and drink all our sake. And
I
talk.
don't think I'm doing that.
Man.
I think we should.
Again?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we have sake in the office for no reason.
Dude,
now.
Thursday,
No,
last
we
Thursday
can
was.
come up with plenty of reasons
I
to
don't
drink
know.
throughout the week. Tyler.
Japanese themed games, I can't imagine.
You could just take the sake
We-
down to San Japan.
Oh shit!
No,
I can
because
just
then
take
the
that
fan-
sake home.
No, because then you'd be taking home whose cups, Nick? I don't think we've said.
I'm sorry,
Whose
what?
cups are
Whose
these?
cups are sorry, whose,
Oh, for this.
whose things?
for this
Because I think
particular
we
bottle?
haven't said the last two. Or did you say earlier? I didn't catch it.
I don't
probably
know if we
didn't.
moved up this person.
Because we also have one more in there, and then possibly
fuck.
the less. Thanks, Full Metal. Full Metal, you agree with? Who agrees with just chilling and talking for the rest of this?
The previous bottle that we just finished off was from our buddy Code Taku, and
Kotaku.
this one is from Jake TTWC.
Yo, thanks, Jake TWC.
How many more do we have?
How many more?
17 other names on this list.
Okay, for each
to
one of
add
those names
into
is an
future-
hour that we're gonna keep going today to make up for your $20 that we didn't spend on soccer.
Thank you, Scott.
There you go. Right now.
No, you keep going. Tyler, can you roll your R's?
What do you mean?
Roll your R's responsibly.
Roll
Can
ya.
you make that
Yeah. Okay. Why are you saying that? Because my teeth stick out so much that
No.
my tongue can't flick off of it at a
that's-
certain angle and make that fun noise that everyone else can? I get it. I fucked up teeth, Grant.
No, that's the
That
sound I
sounded-
can.
that
That's the
sounded
sound I can
secure.
make. There's a fun sound that I don't think I can do. You know when you know the song "Bad to the Bone," and then the guy goes. He does it really. He does it really fast. I feel like.
Well, that's him
Bad
saying
to
it
the
bad.
bone.
Is that him?
Because
like
I can
his
go
mouth?
like ba, but I feel like he does it like I feel like
No, I
I
feel
don't
like
think
you
I
just
don't think
did it. You just did it in that
Ba- ba-
last
ba- ba-
example.
Yeah, you
that's
literally
it.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That,
Okay.
He doesn't do it that fast.
Okay, I feel like he does it faster in my memory, but I have not heard that song.
I just think you have such a high regard of that guy.
Maybe I do.
Did you have the? Did you have the singing Billy Bass that was the Bones as
Hell
well?
yeah, I
Yes,
did.
Okay.
Fast to the bone.
Can you ever put
'cause all
things
I
in his
remember is
mouth?
"Don't worry, be happy." Don't worry, be happy now. Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, Billy-
You're
Big
using the
Mouth
wrong
Billy Bass
shield
is
for this,
great.
by the way.
Am I?
Yeah, you should be using the fire
Darkness,
shield.
not fire.
Does this boss have different
Remember,
phases?
you can
Yes.
pause it and change it. Yeah. But I doubt he gets a very big physical
Suzaku.
change.
Kid, Karma, Kama, thanks for the 2,000 bits. Take my fist. It's the least I can do for the hours, days, weeks, months, years.
shoved
And we've what is it? 10 years is
Content. A decade.
decade. We've at least done a decade too. Sorry, you didn't mention that. I'm sorry.
Comment.
Of content that you put that we Birthday? Oh,
Thank you kindly, Kid Kame, for the 2,000 bits.
tried
Your
reading.
name is on the list. For whenever we decide to buy more liquor,
I know that there's something that me and Grant were talking about that we're thinking about drinking for, or I want to drink for.
Yeah. So apparently, I know it was mentioned earlier that Remnant from Ashes or whatever it's called. It's apparently like, what if you made Dark Souls a third-person shooter?
yeah, I heard
is
it
the
was a
concept for it.
Souls-like.
and that has me very curious. And the stuff I've seen for it looks cool.
It was something that me and Grant were already really interested
Yeah.
in.
We were presented with some possible games to look at. Just some kind of releases.
Oh my god.
I've heard very mixed things about it so far.
Hey,
Yeah.
Best Boy Minute, thanks for gifting me a sub to the channel.
Aww.
Hey, there you go. Ty, you can use all of our fun sub
Which we're-
emotes now.
Which I hope that we're gonna update the photo ones.
Well, we
eventually.
should soon, shortly.
Update a lot of them anyway, frankly. But
There's quite a few, yeah.
Do we have any that are just like drink?
Yes.
yes.
Okay. Somebody post all our emotes in chat, please. Thank you.
Every single one.
All for.
I think there's more.
Oh, wow. Wow. There's a lot going on.
I tried to fight this boss legitimately like twice. Started focusing on it. Never got that right either. He seems like I'm sure once you figure out his game and it's like a real satisfying thing. But to me,
Thanks
it just,
everybody who did that.
Oh, that's
Wow.
right. We have Ricky the Rat on there.
Yeah, just look at Ricky.
I like the. I didn't know the Donald one was on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also really like that they overlap each other. Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh, that's comedy.
Yeah. That's comedy will always be one of my favorites.
I love the Jenks one too.
Jenks one is very, very good. Another strong one. Hand it up.
Not to be mean, but we should probably put some cooler stuff for the anime FMK ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a little
Anime
Outdated.
FMK is dead.
yeah, they're
Long live
a
Anime
tad
FMK.
bit no longer really necessary. Don't look at me, big guy. Uh-oh, you look at me,
Oh,
big guy.
Best Boy Minetta gave a 1-tier sub to Master WGS.
That's
Whoever that
me!
is out there. I hope you enjoyed those gifts or
Grant,
subs.
welcome to the
sub-
team.
That's me!
Hope you enjoy the
I
emotes.
will!
Now you too can spam Jenks.
Let's
Oh,
take
boy.
a drink for that.
Well, I got him stuck there, which I think is what I wanted. But now I have to get up there.
You gotta do it from an angle, the hillside.
From the hillside. So, like, here? That seems not right.
Yeah, from that corner.
Oh, from this
Yeah,
corner?
this way.
Okay. Because I do think I have him stuck there.
Yeah,
which
you don't need to run at it super hard. You just need to hit it on the side facing the mountain is the side you want to jump on,
Okay.
and you need to hit like the third rung up. Close. And you kind of want to attack it from an angle.
You know what I'm kind of curious for? And I know this is a boss that we can cheese it, but Nick, you've talked a mad game on here.
Oh.
I haven't seen you fight shit.
Okay, if I can't figure this out in the next, like, 4 jumps.
It's been like I said, it's been like 4
Yeah,
months
try
since
from-
I beat
try
this
from the other
game.
side.
I know, but all that knowledge is still stuck in your head.
Try from the left.
The left, yeah, you want to go from this
Yeah,
side,
yeah,
moving
yeah.
Oh,
towards the
this
building.
side,
Yeah.
got
Yeah, that seems like it's a higher.
Well, no. Here's the thing. That side is not open to
Oh,
grab.
so
you
you got-
have to
you-
run at it, hit that side of the wall, and jump up.
I see.
Like
I
that
see.
angle.
Yeah, okay.
At least he's staying there.
That is very nice of him. Even though you've traveled out this far, you
He's-
jumped way too early.
I saw a giant koi in the water. It's really just.
I was just trying to go from the higher.
There you go.
Ah!
Now you
Alright.
just gotta get to that wall. And I think you want to get to the roof of this building also. Yep.
Ah!
Okay, there you go. You should be able to make it now.
Okay, so over there.
Yep, over to that wall.
And I know
You're gonna need to wall jump off of it.
everything I was told was like, kind of jump later than you think you can.
Yeah, you have to jump at
Ah!
the absolute last moment.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey guys.
But you know how to get up there now. It's
Yeah.
just
Now,
nope,
now,
too
now
early.
what? Yeah. Too early. Now that I know what we're looking for.
Too early.
Too early.
Giving you time though.
Yeah. No. He ain't worried.
Too early.
I'm doing it. way
He's
too early.
curious to see it. It's like
Yeah. He's like
So-
hold on.
You want
So-
to wait until you pass that rock on the
So
ground.
what's the story about this character again?
Remember the guy who gave us our prosthetic arm at the beginning?
Yeah, he's filled with hatred, and now it's consumed him. Now that the Ministry has.
Is his
Almost.
big red glowy arm also the same arm as your metal
Yes.
arm?
Yes.
Ah,
Because
That was
he
the-
also
he
lost.
also
an arm.
lost.
That
Got it.
was it.
Yes, it was. Come on, get up there. No!
It's fucking
I mean,
camera,
since
man.
he's stuck over there, you kind of like no matter what
Hey.
have this.
Yeah, I do. What? Come on, get over
It
there.
just seems more annoying trying to get it though.
Your turn. Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
Camera was working against me there. Yeah. Sorry if this takes a while, everybody, but I'm very curious to see if I can
Nah,
do this.
I'm curious too.
No!
Not quite. Not
Yeah, you lost all your momentum because it.
quite. Stopped you. Also, I think you're attacking at it from a weird angle, but
Might be.
I've never done this cheese strat, so I will not
Me,
say.
me neither. I just watched a video on it before the stream started.
Hey, so you said not quite, and that for some reason made Qui-Gon Jinn's name pop up in my.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
It's Qui-Gon Jinn. He dies in the first movie. Does he have
Spoilers!
Any... Oh, yeah, oh, sorry. Spoilers for that movie. That's-
Phantom Menace.
Also, congratulations, Lanny Pator, for getting a 1-tier sub. 30.
Yay.
But does he have any cool stories outside of the first movie, like any books? Because I liked him in the first movie.
He does have a couple of books.
He has also. Isn't he the one who like? No, wait. They mentioned him in episode 3 when they're like, he's the kind of the one who pioneered the force projection thing.
Actually, that was in the Clone Wars. He's the one that figured out how to make Force ghosts,
Okay.
even though they existed for long before that. But canonically, he's the one that did it.
He's the one. He's the one who popularized the theory.
They said that he's the one who commissioned the army or whatever, right?
Yes, but that was fake.
Yeah.
Actually,
Hey,
no.
Cousin
It wasn't.
Damn it.
No, it was not him. It was
And-
not Qui-Gon.
And iTunes.
That was
Congratulations. And Swift Magic and Kid Karma for the 500 bits. Jesus Christ,
that was Master.
I love you guys.
That was Master Sifo Dyas that commissioned the clones, but he was dead. That was in Darth Maul killed him.
Gotcha.
Actually, I think it was Jango Fett that killed him.
Man, I still like the Darth Maul fight a lot. Just to
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a red
Yeah, no.
room. We're gonna be kind and respect.
Nah, man. That angle, I don't know how to get it.
I think they might have patched it.
No,
I
they didn't.
doubt it.
You don't want to run to the corner. You want to run to kind of like just above the corner of the roof slat. Like that. You see where the third shingle is kind of meeting?
Kinda
That's kind of the
here-ish?
angle you want to hit, I think.
Okay. Let's.
Nope.
Yeah.
See, everything I saw was like you kind of run off and then jump, but he keeps stopping at the ledge and throws me off.
Well, at least you're
I'm-
hitting that first.
Yeah,
Mine
this,
is
this, is,
nine.
this is getting a lot easier.
Mine says he's 90% sure.
That it's been patched out?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, you're in the fucking. Hi,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
up, man?
let's
I like
hear.
your music. I
All
never
right.
get
Why
to
would they
talk to you
patch
outside of
this?
our meetings, but hey, I like
I
your
find it weird that
shit.
this is the part they patch and not him getting stuck over there. That seems like it would be a.
I'm gonna get you.
That seems like it would be the thing you'd fix. Being able to jump over here. I guess being able to skip this is probably bad.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's stopping you there, then it looks
Yeah.
like they probably patched that. That
Alright,
sucks.
well, hey guys, I got him stuck there.
1 second,
It's
I'm
a
watching
victory
a video.
for me. Ah! No, I'll fight him.
1
Maybe-
second,
maybe
I'm
just-
watching a video. That's apparently at like 6 times speed.
Also, make sure you know what day that video was made because this patch.
April 15th.
Yeah,
That's a long
while.
time ago.
Yeah, he just jumps on like from a normal jump onto the top part.
Yeah, I think they moved the.
They didn't move the building. They just made it
Moved
so
the
that you can't
goalpost.
run off it.
Oh no, he jumps like a good 2 feet already off of it.
Yeah, like I said, it's like you have to run off of it and then jump.
Why is this video in like super slow mo?
Yeah, the most lore.
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
The most lore the movies ever give Qui-Gon Jinn is just the fact that Count Dooku is Qui-Gon Jinn's master.
Oh really? I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did he ever have any suspects of his master?
No, actually, nobody really did.
One.
He left the Jedi Order because he wanted to help the people of his planet, something, and then
Oh, I thought he just had political, like, man, I'm done with this. This
Yes,
is gonna go
basically. He wanted to be able to assist the people of his planet in the ways that the Jedi were
it's like
unwilling.
wrestlers.
The
They're done with
Jedi.
wrestling.
The
They go into
Jedi.
politics or acting.
This is getting out the
Voice acting.
Now there are two of them.
Oh, there's so many fucking racist characters.
They're aliens. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, what is an alien gonna sound like then, Scott?
I don't know. Maybe.
Make up an alien
Okay, no,
accent.
I want to go one further. Who am I being racist to by talking like this?
Yeah, can you give me a
Yeah,
specific,
tell me who that's
a
racist
specific
to.
party
Is that-
that's
is
being
that-
offended?
As
Is that
a-
smooth Latino or Japanese?
Who do you think? What race do you see when I say that? Because I see the Cato Nemoidians.
to be completely
You fucking
honest.
racist!
All I'm saying, Scott, is you're the only one bringing up these issues.
Oh, I'm the only one. The only.
The only, like, I can look up the entire internet and only Scott Neko Frericks.
Scott the Neko.
Scott Kaiser Neko Frericks has issue with said Star Wars character.
The Cato Nemoidians.
Cato Nemorian.
Great
So it's
Federation.
just, so that's the accent of the people.
Yeah, that's the way they talk.
Okay. Whatever.
It's the way their physiology allows them to speak common.
Ooh.
The only
Is
is
there
that
a-
I really don't know what.
Is there a more common language in space things than English?
Not really. Phase 1.
Oh, cool.
I never got to this phase at home. Beat does.
What does he
This is
do?
now officially the furthest I've ever.
I get away from
Yeah,
that.
this seems
he
like it's
adds
not
a
doing
couple
anything.
of things. He will now do like a slapping ground effect that will this one light the
Oh.
entire ground on fire.
That's cool. Like all of the ground or just near
really
him?
It's in like a 70-foot cone in front of him or something.
Okay.
But what you want to do there is you want to grapple onto him.
Oh, he does have a grapple.
Yeah, you see, like he'll slam the ground. You'll see a little green
Grapple his-
triangle over his sword.
volume.
To every one of his moves.
Yeah, his moves don't change that much except for that one slap.
Am I limited to only drinking when we are?
No.
You're
Drink
not
whatever you
limited.
want, yeah.
Here comes jump and grapple.
Oh,
you need
I
to grapple
see.
over that.
Gotcha. Okay.
We don't have to.
We don't
finish
have to
We
get
it.
through
don't.
it,
We can
Tyler.
conserve it. Let us have this bottle, and then we have the two in case we need that for something else. Drink.
Grant, you're not a big fan of sake though, and that game's not even a Japanese themed game. What's the point? What we got to get something themed around the game. That's what we did with this. Whenever we
No,
played Bloodborne,
Tyler,
we only
Tyler.
played things that were
Easy.
exported
I've
out
already
of Europe.
got. I've
Suck
already
it,
got. I've already got a solution, Tyler.
What?
It's a first-person shooter. We take shots.
Oh, we're not taking shots of sake.
What? What are you, a pussy?
Wait,
Yes,
wait.
because I want to.
Why not? Sake's liquor.
I'm not a pussy because I don't want to take shots of sake.
Wait,
I want that strong.
Wait, did you say that Remnants is a first-person shooter?
Third person.
Yeah, third.
I really like. Was that the first one we looked at the other day?
Yes.
Okay, then that honestly is kind of the one I'm most excited.
I know that Jim Sterling doesn't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck Jim Stern.
He's
Jim
actually.
Sterling's a cool
Yes,
guy.
you
Yeah.
do.
Do I?
You know exactly. We were talking about him yesterday, and
Thank
you told
God
a very.
for me.
You told it. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Okay. No. I
I was gonna say you told a very eloquent story about it.
Drink. He. Yeah, him.
Yeah,
I
we
had to
probably
look
should
up
not
on
repeat that
I
one.
had to look up on my phone who he was and go, oh, that guy. Yeah. I'm not gonna repeat that one.
That's fine. I'm not asking you to.
No.
We're gonna sit that one out.
Yeah.
Either way, he's a cool guy. From what I know of him, never met him personally.
I like that.
I like
like
his-
that was a Jiraiya pose that he did on fucking purpose. He swung his big arm out.
Yeah, is that like a samurai pose?
Yeah, actually,
Is that
actually,
pose
yes.
out?
Kabuki.
Yeah, yeah, it's-
Kabuki, yeah. Okay. Because I definitely have seen that before.
Yeah, it's Kabuki.
Who does the voice of Jiraiya?
David Lodge in the U.S. version, and I believe the original actor in the Japanese version has actually passed away. He was the voice of Joseph Joestar in Stardust
Oh,
Crusaders.
really? Okay.
Yeah. I believe I might actually be wrong about that one. If it's not him, then it's actually. Oh God. If it's not him, it's
That's
actually
Jonathan.
the replacement voice actor.
No, Jonathan was the first one. I can't remember most of them.
No. Jonathan is the first JoJo. Joseph is the second.
Hey, Scott, how far in the manga have you read? Or have you read any?
I haven't read past 5.
Okay.
Actually, no, I've read a lot of 7.
Okay, I've heard 7 is the best one by far.
No, 6. Sorry. Yeah, I've heard from different people that 7 is either the best or the worst.
Okay, well, people I trust say 7 is
people I
the best.
trust say 7. People who didn't like 5 because 5 is garbage like 7. And 5 is garbage.
I'm not going to call it garbage. It is definitely less good than 4.
Okay, no, it's
It
not
feels
garbage.
like a better part 3.
Yes.
Oh
that's how
my
I would
god,
put
are
it.
you serious?
Yeah,
Yes!
No, I
No, you're
absolutely-
fucking crazy.
I absolutely
And I-
agree with that.
Take off your
Wow.
shirt,
The
meet me in the parking lot,
only
we're
thing I'll
throwing
say is
fists.
better about part 3 than 5 is the fact that Dio is there.
Yes,
The
that is
end
the
of part
only
the end of
thing.
part 3 is way better than the end of part 5. Absolutely, that last act.
Okay, yeah.
for sure.
Thank you,
But
at least.
acts 1 and 2 are just better. Acts 1 and 2 of part 3.
I'm sorry, but Polnareff is better than literally every single character in part 5.
Okay,
Every.
Polnareff
Strongly.
is better than every other character in part 3 other than Dio.
I started watching Food Wars.
Yeah, how you liking it?
Season 3 starts off weird. We talked
It really
about that
does.
a little.
It's after
really
a time
touched my
skip or
heart.
something.
It's not even a time. It's an event that happens immediately after that festival, that contest.
And then like they just kind of ignore
They're
it.
just like, here's
it's
the
like, hey,
other,
here's
like,
these
really
10
important-
people we just met.
Yeah.
Remember them? Bye.
Remember the 2 that you've already met, and they were legendary. And then here's the other 8.
Here are the other ones,
Hope
and
you
also
care.
that one girl that like you've known since the beginning also isn't really in it or something. I don't know.
She's like, she is, but she's there as a tool or what? That's weird. I like Food Wars a lot. Season 3 made me sad.
It's given me a lot of ideas for recipes, which I appreciate, and I've actually been kind of trying out. It's got me back into cooking a bit. Also, speaking of cooking, the first episode of the Good Eats reboot is out today.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I was really excited because that is the show
Oh,
that
I think you have to
got
jump
me
that.
started
That's the only
cooking.
thing I've avoided it with.
Drink.
Man, it sucks. We only have 20 guys from soccer.
Yeah. By the way, so I'm.
You're huh?
So
Okay.
Totoro is not incredibly fascinating, but I'm sorry, Giorno is the most
We're
boring.
not talking
Giorno
about the
sucks.
characters.
Yeah,
we're talking about the part.
And also,
The characters are a huge part of the part.
They're
Come
not part
on,
of the part.
come on.
They're not part of the part. What? What?
I like the number 5.
I like the number 4. No, number 4 is my favorite number.
That's
Wow,
just because it's
Mista
deaf in
hates you then.
Japanese.
I know. And it's not because it's deaf.
By the way, Mista is actually better than every other character in
Yes,
part
I
5.
Yes.
was gonna say, if you're gonna fucking say Polnareff's better than everyone in part 5,
Actually,
you
Oh,
forgot me
sorry,
hating.
sorry. I meant part 3. I meant he's better than everybody in his own part other than Dio.
No, I was talking
Dio's
to Scott.
great.
Scott
Yeah.
said Polnareff
Yeah,
was
yeah.
better than everyone.
What's the Good
Okay.
Eats reboot on? It's on YouTube, the Food Network channel.
Good Eats, by the way.
Good Eats was Alton Brown's cooking show, but it was like it's really well made, and it's played in kind of like a Bill Nye fashion, where he has like kind of little skits that go along with it. He does very interesting choices of cinematography. It's actually very interesting to like visually interesting. To
No,
watch.
no, no!
I'll have to
Good
check it
fuck,
out then,
asshole.
'cause I've been watching a lot of fun breakdowns on Steam.
He has a really cool thing in this episode where he's like moving something along a trolley. Just like, okay, here's where we're going to be doing our cooking process. Here's the prep station. And he like rolls things along. And every now and again, he'll flip over a mirror and it has an angle where the mirror is showing him. So
I
you
would
can
like
see
to ask.
his face.
I would like to ask what happened. What the fuck happened where he said I am.
Hi, we're fucking drunk as shit. Or
Wait, sorry. What are you asking?
What happened that he did not go back to Food Network? He was like, no, I'm putting this on fucking YouTube.
Well,
Freedom?
It's,
It's
well,
on the
it's
Food
it's on Food Network's YouTube channel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just, it's more
Dude,
like,
he's-
what the fuck happened to where they said we're not putting this on
But-
TV?
but
I think
is it all of-
I think it is going to be on TV. I think they just realized that John Oliver's making a shit ton of money on YouTube. Maybe we should double dip here because
I think
nobody
they
has
realized
cable.
Gordon Ramsay's making a shit ton on YouTube because
Yeah.
all of his shows are on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They're like 5 seasons behind, but
Yeah, but still, he also puts out a lot of original content himself.
Okay,
Yeah.
Real
it's-
good.
you guys brought this topic up, so I don't feel weird pushing it in there. I think I've developed a man crush on Gordon Ramsay.
Oh,
There's-
Yeah,
oh,
ever since
yeah.
you saw him
That.
shirtless running on the beach.
I'd go hang out with him.
Oh, hang out. Yeah, with your wang out.
I would just be like, yo, what up, Gordon? Actually, I'd probably call him Chef out of fear.
yes.
Even though he frequently says, don't call me Chef outside the kitchen, I would still be like, ah, Chef!
How about in the bedroom, Daddy?
Don't call me chef outside the kitchen. Yes, chef.
The one thing that I hate about Gordon Ramsay is I feel like I've watched like 7 videos of him making steak, and he's like, you only want to flip it once or twice, and then others like, flip it every other minute. It's like, sir!
Maybe it's a different cut.
I know you can make scrambled eggs like a god, but please tell me how to make this meat correctly.
It depends on the cut of steak, I'll be honest. Typically, you do only want to flip it once.
Yeah, I was watching an interview with him the other day, and it was him and his son. Like, I can't remember what they were actually talking about, but he's like, I don't get to see my son very often, so when we come together, I'll call him and we hook up. And like, they both started laughing. He's like, you don't know, Dad, hooking up is something you do with a girl, not with your son. He's like, what? You don't have time for girls, so you hook up with your dad.
Oh,
no, Dad, you don't understand.
He knows. He knows.
Yeah, he absolutely do.
Completely unrelated note, I see Bracky's in the chat. Man, are you fucking excited? Our slime kid's coming to the fucking 4K
Oh shit!
world. He's gonna be
Rimaru's
so good.
Rimaru?
No. Bracadillos.
Oh.
For Monster Hunter. I'm literally only talking to one person in our chat.
Sorry.
Directly. Me
Sorry.
and him.
I
don't
thought.
fucking me and Bracky are having a
don't
moment.
talk
They're
to
having a
Kaiser.
moment.
They're having a conversation right now.
I just want to say that I'm really happy that my slimy kid's coming to the world, and he's gonna put his slimy juice on everything. It's gonna. That's all. We can go on about a different topic now. I'm gonna make
I was happy for a moment.
Who's
that,
Rimuru?
From
The name sounds really familiar.
transported to another world as a slime.
Oh, the main character.
Reborn as a slime, I think.
Reincarnated.
Yeah, reincarnated as a
That time I got
Never watched
reincarnated as a slime.
Yes, yes. One of my favorite isekai for the first third of it, and then it went downhill.
I was gonna say something bad must have happened to it because I feel like I
Wait,
stopped
what
hearing
show?
him.
The last 2/3 of slime get really bad.
Did you see all the stuff they had for it? Like 7 different booths had giant attractions for it at AX.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
it was real popular. It looked real cute. I didn't watch past like episode 4.
Yeah, see, again, the first third of it is really solid, fun, cute stuff, but then it becomes a bunch of fan service, and I mean in a bad way.
Oh, okay. Has anybody here ever watched Air Gear?
Question: What is it? What do you mean in a bad way for fan service?
Where it just kind of feels like they're actually eschewing the things that you want to see for, like, oh, here's a new
boobies?
female character that you might want to bang, and it's like, no, I actually kind of got into this plot for its premise here. Like, the actual premise was interesting.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Wait.
Can you fill me
Hey,
up, please?
Azure Rathalos is still good. He can take a cover. I don't care. Bracadillo still has a lot of fun things you can get out there in the world.
Get that before I start. So.
Azure's my favorite color of blue, and I'm really happy they put that on a fucking monster. I also like.
Is that what your son is named after?
Azure? No, he's apparently named after a character in a later
Careful.
book from the Interview with the Vampire series.
Oh. Lady porn.
Yeah, Lady Porn. His mom was in the.
Would you mind putting that back for me?
His middle name is the fucking monster that follows Heather around in Silent Hill 3. Now, what is that monster's name? Go.
Pyramid
I
Head?
don't care.
In Silent Hill 3.
I never played Silent Hill.
I never played Silent Hill.
Wait, neither of you played Silent Hill?
No.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Now
Okay.
we know what we're doing for Halloween, guys.
I would actually love to go back and play the original Silent Hill.
I don't want to play Silent Hill 1. That one sucked.
No,
Silent Hill 2 was
Hill 2.
amazing.
I have a strong feeling that neither have aged greatly.
I played Silent Hill 2. Admittedly, it was my first time playing it, but I had watched my brother play through it.
People are gonna shit on the remake. I still have a shit ton of fun.
Yo, Beastblade 2, thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
Yo!
Hot damn.
Thank
Love
you.
ya.
But I would say, yes, some things have aged poorly, but other parts of it I think have aged magnificently.
For what?
Silent Hill 2.
Ah. Actually, the funny thing is I actually played through half of the original Silent Hill when I was a wee boy.
I still haven't played
But I've
that
never
one.
played 2 or 3 or 4 or any of the others.
I rented 2 and just did not enjoy it.
People are gonna shit on the remake. I had a lot of fun with that. I know it has like it was exported as a game that wasn't actually finished, and they redid a bunch of voices or whatever. I like all that stuff. I like it all.
I don't like the pacing of that kind of survival horror. Like, I don't know. I just did not feel it.
No, I can get that.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, but I still think it's a game that everybody should check out.
It's one of those, I think it is an excellent game.
That's the only reason I tried is because like everybody was losing their shit over it. I'm like, all right, I get it. The atmosphere is all right, but I don't know. It just was not my thing.
There could be a dog at the end.
I'm aware.
It could be actually. Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck.
Graham, what else Silent Hill games did you play?
I played 2, 3, and a little bit of The Room, and a little bit of Downpour.
Okay. I played 2. The one on the Wii.
And my younger brother, I think, has played all of them.
They're all.
The trailers for 4
Damn.
look like the
Oh, I
scariest
bet.
thing I've ever seen in my life.
I'm so sad PT didn't get to be
Me?
a thing. And
Oh,
it shocks
God.
me that came out like fucking, what, 5 years ago?
Yep.
And it still looks like one of the best things ever to come out on PlayStation.
It really does.
Yep.
Go figure. You put the forces of Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima together.
There's one!
I cannot wait for Death Stranding. Let me tell you.
I'm so mad.
It has P controls.
I was gonna pre-order that while I was at GameStop the other day, and
Then you realized, oh, GameStop's going away.
no, and then I realized that I missed the deadline to get my BB because I want the special edition where it comes with the baby.
Aw.
He's that Babby edition.
And it fucking made me so happy that they call him BB.
How can I love PT but hate the pacing of Silent Hill 2? Because Silent Hill 2 has ass combat. PT has none.
That's actually fair. But that's not pacing.
Yeah, but it's like combat is part of a game's pacing. If your combat is shit, it ruins the pacing.
No, I hope it's bad combat because then you get frustrated. It's like, oh man, I hope this fucking works.
But then don't let me have combat. Like
No.
if you're giving me a survival horror game with combat, let it be good combat.
Give me combat where the
I
buttons are
do
remapped
strongly
every 5
disagree
I
minutes.
there.
strongly fucking disagree too. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay.
Hold
on.
I completely and understand 100% what you're saying, but I also disagree.
Let me say
Yeah,
it like
go
this
ahead.
then. If I'm going to play a survival horror game, like let's say
want fun combat.
one of the better Resident Evils, like the combat is tense. I need to manage my resources, or I will get fucked up and die to these things that completely outclass me physically. Cool, that's survival horror, but the
yes.
combat actually feels visceral.
Yes.
Like Resident Evil 6 or 7. 7 is a good example of that, where like these monsters are coming at you from every direction, and you have to hit them the right way with your limited amount of ammo to destroy the things that you need to destroy. Or I want one that has no combat, like Amnesia: The Dark Descent or Soma or something like that, where my only option is to get the fuck away. Probably the best middle ground I have ever found was Alien Isolation. You can never... What?
No,
Sorry.
Bracky mentioned it in
Go ahead.
chat.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're
Something
holding your
I
hand
just
up.
saw in the chat just it blew my mind.
But Alien Isolation is fantastic because you have a couple of items. None of the guns are good against the alien at all. You have to deal with survivors and like psychos and whatever, which is great, but if you use that gun, you might draw the alien. And that alien will only be shooed away by the flamethrower, which you have a limited amount of. And that is probably the best use of weaponry in a survival horror game I've seen. Otherwise, it should be run and hide, get out of the fucking way. But Silent Hill's combat is trash.
Can I make it an oppose thing?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, so in a horror situation where you have no idea what's going on, do you know how to handle it?
Depends on who you are.
Let's say a giant monster's happening, a giant destructive
A beast
monster
of
that has like
unknowable
legs coming
origin
out of
is
its
atta-
arms.
it's attacking
It's only
you.
a torso and legs. And it's coming
Seems
at
like
you
it
and
might be a
attacking you.
mannequin.
Do you know how to
it is-
handle that situation immediately?
It is a torso with legs? No, then I'd fucking run away and I wouldn't try to fucking
There
fight
you
it.
go!
Well, in a situation where you have to fight it,
In a situation where I have to fight it,
do you
then
know what to do? Because if not, then you have shitty controls.
okay, that's fair. That's fair. But I also don't believe that I'm only going to go, heh, heh.
Yeah. I see.
Well, I'm
Hold
sorry
on,
we
hold on.
haven't been
I
attending-
have to change my angle.
I
Yeah, get those tank controls going.
yeah. I
Exactly. You don't know that you wouldn't have to do that with the giant torso of legs.
I think I would be able to flail.
If somebody can engineer
if-
torso of legs
Wow,
and
that's
send
new.
us to us.
Okay, yeah.
and have it
Send me
land-
a giant monster of wriggling legs that will try to kick me to death with its and eat me with its
Infinite
toothy
legs.
mouths, and then I will beat it with a fucking 2x4. I will not go.
I'd like to point out. So I gotta address something.
I will
Worldwide.
fucking flail like a madman until all those legs are broken.
Real quick before we go off the Silent Hill topic, what was your favorite? What was the monster that actually scared the shit out of you? For me, it was asphyxiation. or not asphyxiation,
Wait,
the one that had it in the movie where it spat ashes from its chest. It was also in Homecoming.
Demon babies.
It's not demon babies.
No, no.
That's ash
No, I'm
babies.
saying who scared me.
That's ash babies.
Okay, well, I don't care.
Movie monster that scared me.
Silent Hill.
The aliens
monster.
from
Oh.
Mars Attacks.
Did I say movie? I meant Silent Hill monster.
Silent Hill monster? I don't know.
Everyone knows Pyramid Head. That's an easy answer.
No, easy.
Anyway,
Do you know how many people find him hot?
my
Yes.
only counterpoint to you, Nick, and this is me going, I absolutely understand why you feel this way and do not think it is necessarily wrong. It is just, it gets the exact opposite effect to me. Shit, I did not realize you'd do that.
He was doing the thing.
Yeah, he telegraphs that one super hard. Drink.
By the way,
Not saying
Worldwide
you're
Wimpy.
Sorry, continue your thought though.
Worldwide Wimpy. I'm sorry, I've got to address this.
Do
No,
it.
do it.
Fucking, he said that there have been more bad Resident Evil games than there have been good Resident Evil games, and that's bullshit.
That's
I've
not necessarily
only ever-
untrue.
I was going to
I've
say.
only ever heard good things about the first, second, fourth.
Third.
one,
Resident Evil
two-
3 is
I've never
one,
heard
two,
anything
faster.
about the third.
1,
for the
2,
life of
3,
me.
4, 2 remake, and 7.
No Code Veronica?
I've never heard anything
I
good
was
about.
not-
Veronica's great.
I was not a huge fan of it.
Wait, which one? Is the newest one 7?
Yes.
Okay,
no,
I
the
never
newest
heard
one is the
anything-
second remake,
well, yeah,
ironically.
Okay, not that. I meant in installment. 7.
Yes.
7. Okay. I never heard anything good about 5 or 6.
That's because they were action games. They weren't.
Yeah.
They weren't like.
Horror.
Five is a good co-op game. 6 is a bad game from everything I
Yeah,
understand.
six is the
I
only.
admittedly have not touched
Resident
at all.
Evil
So
giraffe blowjob.
Yeah, so I can't really speak to it specifically, but everything I understand about 6
But
is that it was just bad.
Here's the thing: you have
5 is a bad horror game, but a good co-op action.
Yeah.
You have hold on, but
Can you name them all?
here's the thing: they aren't just the numbered installments. Remember, there was also Outbreak and Outbreak
0
2.
and Umbrella Chronicles.
Yes.
Best game for the Resident Evil franchise is
Umbrella
Chronicles, hands down.
Yeah, but so here's the thing.
But
Let's talk about
that's
core.
an arguable one.
Let's
I
talk
think.
about core games. Let's talk about core games.
I
of
feel
an
like
actual
we
series.
completely abandoned what you were trying to say,
We
Grant,
were.
and I'm so sorry because Kaiser derailed us.
No,
I
it's
can't
okay.
believe it. Umbrella Chronicles,
My ire is
Kino
purely
X
towards Kaiser
Kyle.
and no one else on this couch. But for me, it's just one of those things where it's like I totally get what you're saying. That yeah, combat in Silent Hill is bad, and I think purposefully so because I think it is designed to be your last resort. Your goal is to run away
Yeah,
every time.
and I get that.
And-
but
and
I don't
it's-
like having a bad mechanic.
Yeah,
in the game.
no, but it's just there. It's like, look, you can fight this, and there technically you can power your way through this, but you don't want to. And like, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with them giving you an option when you're like, fuck, there's like 8 dudes in here. I have to do something, and it's gonna be this clunky. I'm gonna swing at 2 of them and hope they get hit, and then run. And like, because if this situation happened to me in real life and I was this dumpy dude looking for his dead wife, I'd probably be less interested in fighting monsters and more dealing with my depression and bad mental state.
That's fair. That's fair. I understand why
Yeah.
the combat is bad and why some
that's
people
also
are
why
okay
I
with
completely get going like the combat is bad. That's
Oh my
bad.
God.
Yes,
it.
it
It's
is.
It's just not the type of game I enjoy.
Yeah, and I completely understand.
I feel bad. I know I've been really big in just going with these conversations. Have I missed hitting the bell?
You did once.
Yes.
At least.
Okay. Hey, drink, guys.
Yeah. But yeah, Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 are all good.
You said
They're-
5.
5 is good. It's just a bad, it's a bad horror game.
I would call it mediocre.
It is a perfectly fine to good action co-op game.
Outside of Resident Evil and Silent Hill, what would you say is another big franchise of horror games?
I would have used to have said Alone in the Dark.
And
but
don't say Five Nights at Freddy's.
I wasn't going
Well,
to.
too bad. That is a big one and also a horror game.
No, I don't.
In fact, it's probably, I hate to say it, but it
The
is.
most popular.
I was gonna say it's probably, maybe not over the course of lifetimes, but it's probably made more money than Resident
Oh,
Evil.
also, I wanted to go back. I say don't watch The Good Omens because I feel like the same crew is hitting that up.
Wait, is the Five Nights at Freddy's?
No, sorry. Fandom. I feel like
Uh,
it's the next transition.
Dead
the next
Space.
evolution from
Dead Space had
Homestuck.
2 good games.
Yeah, Dead Space. I heard that was pretty good.
I heard the first one was good, but the ones after it weren't.
Second one was still good. Third one is, it's EA making a co-op action game and ruining it.
Okay.
I think the scariest moment I've ever experienced in a video game wasn't actually a horror thing. Or sorry, it wasn't a horror video game, but it was in BioShock Infinite in the tower in the last last level, I think, when you're just going through the tower as Booker, and those guys with the the speakers in their ears or whatever.
Oh yeah. The stealth
one
segment.
just shows up behind you in a part.
Yep.
And I know it's a jump scare, but it's still like it sticks with me. It's so scary because I thought those guys were terrifying.
I'm with you on that, Chikado.
I would say sorry, what was Dino Crisis? Yeah, I can't argue with that.
I want a new one.
God damn it! How do I dodge that stupid fucking move?
Run to the left.
I was running to the fucking
You
left.
jumped.
No, I get hit by that even when I don't jump. I jumped there because I kept getting hit. And I thought maybe that would do it.
I'm here for you, Full Metal.
But let's see what else.
What's the scariest moment in a non-horror video
I was
game
gonna
that you had?
say one thing I was gonna add off yours was in the original BioShock when you're going down to the med facility for the first time, and it like you're just in this spotlight and you just hear people running around you. That was a good one for me.
I love BioShock. It's like I don't like shooters very much, but it's my favorite. By
The last
far.
few hours of the third day is the scariest non-horror thing in Majora's Mask.
I still have never played Majora.
Oh man, that's
I want to pick. They re-released that on the DS, right?
they did.
You burn a lot of emblems doing that, and you're still on first phase. You should just run away from that move. It is so much better for you.
But what's the scariest non-horror?
Like
What's the
moment?
scary? Yes, moment.
Okay, so I'm gonna get
And I'm-
specific here in Majora's Mask.
Okay.
Maybe slight spoilers for you, but not really. At one point, we discover that the Skull Kid, who we've been chasing, is not really the villain. It's the mask that's possessing him. Is the evil thing. And at the start of the final boss fight, there's this whole thing where the Skull Kid's kind of fighting with you and throwing magic at you. You beat him up, and then his body just goes limp. And then the mask just lifts up his limp body, and it's just kind of dangling there.
That's scary.
And it's just like, all right, you want to really fight? And it sucks you into this dark dimension. And that fucking terrified me as a child. This limp corpse just hanging off of a mask floating up was terrifying.
Yeah, can't argue.
Anyway, that would be my scariest moment in a non-horror game. That or getting chased by cougars in fucking Red Dead. That scared the hell out of me.
I got a question.
Can
When
you
it
give me a
comes,
socket?
so, earlier, and this ties into a larger discussion.
Okay.
Worldwide Wimpy said that the tank controls for 1, 2, and 3
Yes.
made them bad games.
Okay.
Except when they came out, everyone loved those games.
Uh-huh.
Are they?
But the tank
are-
controls were a big complaint.
They barely.
No,
Wait,
that was
for-
the complaint about
for
those
Resident
games.
Evil?
That was it.
When
That
they
is-
came out, no.
That is
Yeah.
yes, they fucking were.
I
They
gotta
absolutely
side
were.
with Nick on this, even as someone who came around to them and kind of liked them by the end. Definitely, I remember when the game came out, everyone being like, if it didn't control like shit, this might be cool.
Yeah, that was absolutely
That
every
said, that
single
was a pretty
magazine
rare
I read.
complaint along, most people were just kind of psyched to have a good zombie game.
Okay, but did that make them bad games?
No,
I don't think so.
So they were beloved games at their time, revolutionary games at their time.
but their controls
and
were
yeah,
ass.
okay.
But
so
they do still
let's-
have things you can critique in the year 2019.
Other than
oh,
games-
in the year 2019, yes, I can
And
say
even
that-
back then, they were.
Yeah, well, but I can also say that Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are not good games anymore.
No,
But
they
I
absolutely
loved
aged
them at
terribly.
the time.
Yeah.
I played the hell out of Sonic Adventure
Yeah.
because I loved my Dreamcast.
At the time, I loved Kingdom Hearts 1, but I will never go back and play that again.
It was
after
something
I tried to.
It was something we learned when we went back for our retrospective.
Worldwide Wimpy, I disagree with it, but I love the spirit of your there was never a good Sonic game.
I don't disagree. I think Sonic is a collection of great first levels.
I kind of agree, but it's one of those things where it's just like I have since stepped back from that position, but
As a
also
man who
still agree.
As a man who loves Sonic Generation unabashedly, I have to disagree.
Nah, and
Is
that's
it easy
fine.
for you to admit when a game is good, or sorry, when a game is bad, but you still enjoy it?
No. I still enjoy. I think. Okay, so. All right, guys, you can use this as ammunition on me later.
Let's put a spotlight on Grant. Let's go.
I love the Tales games. I don't think they're great games.
I will say it takes me a bit to get acclimated to this playstyle, and I really don't like it for the first little bit. but after I get into it, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm having
like-
a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And I think
you understood it after we were like 20 hours in, and you were like, oh, I get it. Like
Yeah.
I see why you like this.
And honestly-
it's an okay game that has a decent anime, and neither of these are too bad that you want to leave, and they're both just good enough that you want to keep going to see where it goes.
I will say, if it wasn't for your constant encouragement, I probably would have dropped it.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
10 hours in.
and I can get that, and I'm not gonna fault anyone who feels that.
On that, how long do you normally give a game before you're like, this is shit? Because I feel like I give things too long before I'm like,
I do too.
no.
Here.
I'll usually give games like a good couple hour play session before I just give up on them.
For me, it's a little bit different because there aren't a whole lot of games I've ever actually played and then was like, wow, this is really bad. Anymore, because I don't do a lot of demos, so that's not something I have to worry too much
Man,
about.
I miss demo
I miss
discs.
demos a lot.
Also, I saw someone saying it. I would not say my feelings towards Tales games are not that different than Stockholm Syndrome.
Well, okay,
I think that's a fair.
Grant, how was...
assessment.
I know you're a big fan of Tales. I don't think we've ever discovered or talked about what your first one was and how you came into it, because I feel like every RPG thing I had to discover myself. I never knew anybody who introduced me to that
That's
world.
fair. So Tales of Symphonia, I asked for it for Christmas one year on a whim because it was on a Nintendo Power cover. It looked really fucking cool. And I was like, man, everything about this game seems like something I'd like. It's an RPG, but it like kind of plays more actiony. And the one thing I don't like about most RPGs that I've played at this point as a like 12-year-old is that they're turn-based, and I think that can be boring.
Yep.
So I was like, man, a RPG that isn't turn-based, action RPG was not a common term yet, so was not something I really thought about. Damn.
Also, Parker J881, thank you so much. First of all, that. But thank you so much for the sub, dude.
Thank you. So I got Tales of Symphonia for Christmas one year and started playing it and realized it was multiplayer. I played a little bit at the beginning for myself, and I was like, this seems okay. But then when I discovered it was multiplayer, me and my brother started playing it, and that's what made me fall in love with it. Like, to be totally real, it is purely because it's multiplayer that I like those games.
Yep.
And that's kind of the biggest thing about them is doing them with a group.
By the way, somebody else pointed out in the chat how they dropped Crash Team Racing, and I don't know if that game's actually good or if I'm
It was
super
bad.
bad at it.
It's
Because
bad.
I keep hearing a lot of people say it's actually bad.
Crash Team Racing?
It's bad.
Yeah.
That's so funny to me because how so many people were so excited for that remake.
I didn't know anybody until like the week it was coming out. I was like, oh hey, it's coming out.
I think. Oh,
I know Kieran really loved it.
yeah.
Good for him.
And like, it's one of those things where it's just like, I think it's a bad game everyone got used to.
And then and then they
and-
decided to add microtransactions in like a couple of weeks ago or some
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really
Great.
predatory ones too.
What game?
Crash Team Racing.
Oh, wait.
AKA Bad Sonic Racing, AKA Bad
Wait,
Mario Kart.
fuck off. Crash Team Racing
Good,
is
we found
flying.
someone! Yeah, no, you legit love Crash Team Racing.
I loved that game as a kid. I haven't gone back to play the re-release. Also, question, Quinn, I know you're watching this. You closed the door to the other half of the office. Is it just because you made
forgetting this
popcorn
isn't
and you
doing
didn't want that smell to leak out? So,
Wow, I can't believe you made popcorn better.
I know. I made popcorn earlier today, and I left all doors open for everybody who...
No! I want to jump!
The vents kind of spread it around anyway. I've been smelling popcorn.
You have a really good sense of smell.
I just thought I was having strokes.
Drink.
It's actually really annoying in candle shops.
Oh,
And
I
indeed.
need that. What's your favorite brand of Tyler? Or sorry,
Favorite brand of Tyler?
favorite
Yeah.
brand of
What's your
Yeah,
okay?
you're my
No,
favorite.
there are a lot of brands named
Actually,
Tyler.
sorry, Tyler.
What
Probably
is
my
your
younger-
favorite
my younger
brand
brother is probably my
that is
actual favorite.
Tyler? Do you like the candles? Do you like the clothes? Do you like the city?
The Tyler brand.
There are a lot of brands that go by Tyler. There's a candle brand named Tyler.
I like the store down in Austin. It's where I got these sandals.
I've never been to
that's
the city.
that's
but-
where I got these shoes. Remember when we
Nice,
went
yeah.
down there?
We were down there for
Lita.
Alita Battle Angel. I was wearing the
I
shirt when I
still
walked
haven't
in, but then I
seen
sweated
it.
through it.
I don't think I've
Tyler.
ever been to the city of Tyler, but I've
It
met
was
people.
okay.
I met people from there who were cool, so that's probably my favorite
I've-
Tyler brand.
Hey.
If we're counting that.
There is.
Fuck, I keep
if you're a big
sidestepping
fan
that
of the
exact
Tyler
wrong
store,
time.
there is one in Fort Worth.
Is there?
Yeah, I think there might be one closer, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I'd have to drive to Fort Worth.
Hey,
EPAM
EPAM loves me. He's using my Tyler.
EPAM.
2,000 itty bitties.
Get out of there. EPAM, I'm gonna take a.
Sip in your honor.
In your honor. Okay,
so
so
much, EPAM.
something that I never realized till I was watching the People versus OJ is that when they refer, like in court, when you refer to the court, I didn't know that was the judge. Is that because that he holds
all the power.
He holds all the power, so you refer to the court, the place that you were at, as him.
Yes.
Okay.
If
Or
it
her.
pleases the court.
Or him or her. Sorry. Yes.
More so, they are the spokesperson of the court.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the yeah. Yeah.
Oh, gee.
Really didn't think that was going to be an attack.
Oh, also
Tyler Nixon,
also
the porn star, is also really good. Yeah.
Thought I could get that first phase without dying.
Tyler Nixon, is that a chick?
No.
No.
Oh.
Steven Tyler. Another good time.
He makes other. Have you guys ever
I
known
know
anybody
way
to go
too
into
many
porn?
stars.
That's number 3
Yes.
for me, I think. Here you
Yeah.
go, Scott.
Yeah. You know?
Sorry,
Yeah.
what was the question?
Do you know anybody who ever went into porn?
I've had sex with a porn star.
That's a different question.
Well.
Well, he's
Okay,
had somebody in him who's been in porn.
So, does it meet your expectation as to what they do for a living and that they
Oh.
should have
Actually, yeah,
profession
that's a
doing
good
it?
question. Was their profession at all like shown in practice?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. 1550 from DJ Hook.
Oh, we're
Thank
out.
you
We're
kindly.
fucking out of Spirit Emblems.
Yeah, you guys
Oh,
have really
no.
been burning through the shield here. The shield eats a lot. And I'll be honest, this first phase doesn't really need the shield.
Whoops. Yeah, I
The,
thought when he,
the third phase needs the shield.
I thought when he jumped up in the air, that was the only
Nope.
thing he could do.
The nope shield. When he jumps in the air, you run away from him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't get far.
Yeah.
No, my mistake. Well, I'll go ahead and throw a my B on that one. You probably said that earlier, and I ignored
did.
it.
I've said it a few times, but you both do it, so
Well, sorry.
doesn't matter. Like I said, you both were doing it no matter what was happening. So it's like, fuck it.
Wasn't gonna save it.
So, what's the in-universe explanation for story emblems?
Of Spirit Emblems?
Spirit emblems. Sorry.
You have to jump and grapple onto it.
You're right.
Whenever you see
You're right,
that
I do.
triangle.
Yes.
Yeah.
They fuel your weapons.
Is it
Because
like
they
something
give
that
you
has the
shinobi
blessing?
Spirit.
Is it something that has like the blessing of the
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Cool.
They fill you with Nendo, your ninja way.
Hey, I really hope we get another continue.
Oh my goddamn!
Best
Beast Blade with a
Beast Blade,
massive,
yeah.
massive 10-person sub bomb
Thank
here.
you so much.
Welcome to the team.
Axiom King, Froda 42, Spiral 1990, John DeVarston, Twitch Dichotomy, Kawaii Fuck, Rafik 64, Roxas Reaper, The Weebus, and Law 101.
Man,
Close.
Is
You were
that
very close on a lot of
101?
those.
EAW 101.
IAW.
No, whatever.
I have a really good friend who.
You have friends?
I have a lot of friends, and this is my friend. His name's Shane, and I've been hanging out with him a lot frequently.
Shane Dawson?
Shane Dawson, but
very same.
But
Very same
I have
Shane.
to give him like the shit. He named his son Roxas.
Ooh. Man.
Wow.
I'm a pretty big Kingdom Hearts fan, and even I'm like, on that one.
Like I don't know if
Do they have a cutesy nickname for him? Like, or do they call him
Roxy.
Roxas
I've
every
never
time
been
they talk
I've never
to him?
been around him when he's with his son, so I've never
that-
seen him be like, hey.
Because if you always refer to your son as like Rocky,
Roxas Lee,
maybe.
Roxas Lee Xehanort. You are named after two of the bravest.
Two of the bravest
Front,
and
front.
one of the darkest.
You guys should all check out his work too. He's known as Roxas Studio online. He's an amazing photographer and a VFX artist.
Okay. Well, there you go. Shout outs to Shane. Great VHS art, or great
VHS
yeah,
artist.
Yeah, great VHS artist, and
Yeah.
maybe a less great naming of children.
Yeah.
Name our children.
I love when he does his little claw scrape around the ground. The way that he just like Tokyo drifts his way back to you.
I know he has different faces, but does he have any different forms?
Not
Nope.
really.
I know this is like the only like Bloodborne-esque thing we did. So I always
Thanks,
hope for
Audio Dragon,
transformations.
if you want.
Transformations are cool, but they're rare in this.
Yeah,
Transformations is always like my favorite. Like, I always attribute it to a Dragon Ball Z thing because it's always just like a.
Yeah.
It's this. You know, it's gonna happen. But
I definitely think of Frieza as like the trend setter for this is not my final form.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, he actively had more forms than Cell did. So.
Yeah.
Frieza has, as far as we know, his
So-
two-horn form, his then giant crest thingy,
The King Cold form.
the King Cold, that one,
Yeah.
and then
And
the
then-
crest thingy, and then his final form.
Xenomorph form,
Yeah.
and then final form.
And then
golden form.
Yeah.
So okay, when Babby Frieza was born, did he come out with horns or did he come out as his sleek
It's
versus Goku?
It's
fight
actually
body?
implied, I thought, that, that sleek design is his original
Is
form,
his
and
birth
that he
form?
restricts himself by going down
fuck
stages.
you.
I feel like that's the implication, but the and this is a dub line, so could mean anything.
So it's canon. Let's go.
But I know Cooler just goes, my brother had a fourth form or third form, but I found a fourth beyond it.
Fifth.
Or whatever. Yeah, or maybe fifth beyond it. But like whatever it is.
That was actually Toei not understanding what was going on because Toriyama never made it clear what the fuck was going on. To be
Okay.
completely honest.
What if? Okay, so Frieza is the only person we see in a form before the one that King Cold
Jump.
shows up in, right?
God.
Yeah.
What if Frieza has a pre-evolution thing that happened when he was born, and like they're like, what the fuck? And then he proved himself by
like he
being
came-
some strong thing. Like King
my
Cold's
God.
form is the normal form for their race.
Like he came out looking like Super Shredder or something.
Like he had some different form, like a
super form.
we keep saying evolution. I keep saying evolution because before.
'Cause
like
the Dragon
that's what the
Ball.
ancestors look like. Is that thing with Bardock where he goes back in time canon?
No.
I'll
Okay,
need that
then yeah.
bottle from you after this, Scott. by the way. But yeah, I'm just curious. What did Frieza look like as a baby? Did he have horns?
I'm pretty
Was he
sure
a
he
little
was.
sleek
I'm pretty
guy?
sure he
Do you
was in
think
the
Frieza was
sleek
born
form.
from an egg?
Yes, I absolutely do. Frieza is not a mammal. Prove me wrong.
But he's got nipples.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
doesn't have
They're
nipples?
not where you think they'd be. I can show you in other images.
Also doesn't have a penis. Or
Again, he's an alien. It's not where you think.
I'm also not entirely sure he has a hole.
It goes in him when he stands up.
He has no place to drop his waist.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's all processed into his power.
Okay, this bottle's dead, by the way.
Okay.
Whatever. I only have a couple sips left. No, we're not doing another
We
bottle.
don't
have
need
like
another
a
We
bottle.
minute.
only have
Yeah.
one more, guys.
We also only have like 2 minutes.
Nah.
one.
Don't
I-
worry, Tyler. We'll bust it
I'm
out.
sorry, chat. These guys are pussies.
Tyler, we'll bust it out next Monday morning.
Okay.
We'll start our week right.
Get ready for Morning Zoo. It's coming back. Is that what we're still calling it?
Sure.
I
think
still
that's
like
fine.
Morning Zoo.
I like that. It's a very generic term for a lot of morning radio shows, but I like us.
Well, now
just
it's the term
co-opting
for
it as our stream title.
our Anytime Monday.
What the fuck is Morning Zoo? I've never heard of that.
It's what you call like one of those morning radio shows where you have the raunchy guy, the laughing guy, and the oh fellas lady.
Yeah, it's
and a
it's-
soundboard.
You know, TJ and the wombat.
Yeah, yeah. That is a
Wombat.
morning zoo parody,
Yes.
basically. That is what people mean whenever they say, "Oh, geez, it's just some morning zoo."
And I had never heard the term before, so I like really liked the name
Yeah.
Morning Zoo, and I already made a bunch of images for it. And then Grant was like,
Yeah,
this is a thing."
Yeah, I called us the morning zoo once, and Tyler ran with it like a fucking marathon, which I'm into.
God
I love it
damn,
when he does
Beach
it.
Blade dropping 25 subs.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the team, all you
Dark
lucky
Side,
people.
Nami,
Okay,
Luca, they're going so quickly.
Yeah.
Origins Furry.
all you lucky
Rakunaros
people
Rios.
who were just gifted a sub by the insanely generous Beast Blade 2.
Thank you.
Hot damn.
Okay, I know that subs get emotes. You say something about the ad-free experience every time. Does
Yes,
it get-
Yes,
when
there
you are
are ads.
subscribed, you do not see ads. on
Okay,
these,
that's really
streams.
cool. I like how they have that sectioned off as a per stream instead of per the whole website. I love YouTube Red, but
Well,
Drink.
that's it for Sakero. Finish your glasses,
they're killing me
everybody.
off.
Oh, it just.
I don't
fills
have a
my-
glass.
God damn it.
I don't have a glass. I feel so left out.
That's
I
why
guess I'll have to
saved
go out in the
a
back and drink
sip.
the entire sake bottle back there.
Oh, that's on you. That's on you. And if you want, like, I guess the company can bill you for it. I don't know.
Didn't mean to dump
Anyway.
that bottle into my cup. Oh boy.
Thank you all so much for joining us for this playthrough of Sekiro Shadows Drink Twice. Not sure what we'll be doing the week after next, because next week we will not be streaming on Thursday. We will be in San Antonio for San Japan that weekend.
Okay.
So for those in the San Antonio area, come hit us up. We'll be at
Grant,
the
don't kill it off
convention
yet.
center.
Don't kill it off yet.
Kitsune no Miko, thank you so much for the 4-month Prime subbage.
Brad, are you going to Are you going?
And
You can't.
yeah.
Well,
And
he
either
posted about it.
either way,
I'd love for him to.
hit us up at San Antonio if you'll be in the area. We'd love to see you.
Hey, so real quick
I
before we
hate
actually
these.
end this, what are your closing thoughts on Sakero?
Yeah.
Because we've been with this game for a few
Yeah,
weeks now.
actually, I would
Sekiro?
be very curious to hear everyone on the couch as well as mine.
Well, I think I've made my feelings very clear.
You
I
have,
love this
but
game.
I want them restated. You love it.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay,
absolutely
closing
love this game. I
statement.
think this is one of my favorite From games. Bloodborne is still very high up there, but this is
Yeah,
like
if it came down to it, this or Bloodborne.
I think I would choose this over Bloodborne
Okay.
because I like being able to block and parry.
Okay.
And it is a mechanic that I think I do fairly well. And this game, like, it's more of like a rhythm game than it is just any ordinary action game.
Yeah.
And I really dig that. I like it a lot.
Scott, as a person been playing this
Yes, for
longest
our final
entertainment.
Sekiro stream, what would you say if you had to collect your thoughts? How did you feel about this game?
So as a guy who has, to be completely honest with you, has never really been a From Software fan. Not a guy who's hated their games or actively avoided them.
Just
but
not
it's-
for you.
Yeah, never been really something for me. This game is fun as hell. And I am really glad that I got to play through it with you guys. I would not have been able to do it by myself. I would have gotten too frustrated and just basically thrown it away. But being able to do it with you guys meant that it was kind of like this shared experience, especially you, the audience. I don't know if I'd have needed the alcohol, but it also kind of helped improve it.
Was there any point in the game where you felt like you truly wanted to put down the controller, but we
you were
just
like,
kept
"I'm
pushing
done."
you?
Oh, no. In fact, as I went on, I only got more interested. In fact, it was earlier on when it kept switching over, I was less and less interested. But once it was put firmly into my hands
Squarely
to do it,
in on you.
I was not only was I more interested, not only because it was up to me, but it meant that I got to get better at the game, because that was always going to be the biggest problem. I was never going to be able to be decent enough at this game to play it unless it was in my hands for as long as it was. That being said, I've kind of thought about buying this game for myself. But if I did, it was going to be on PC with that mod that makes it easier. Like,
Yeah.
to be completely fucking honest
The
with you.
slow down time mod.
Yeah, it fucking totally was.
What about you,
100%.
Grant? I know that you recently almost finished it on your end, so you're
Yes.
pretty much in the same spot.
And now that you've beaten Nishin,
I would say that, and like I still think this is a great game. I would still give it, 2 thumbs up. A game I definitely think people should check out. I will say though, of the From games I've played, which is from Dark Souls 1, I technically played Demon Souls but never finished it. But from like the Dark Souls and Bloodborne things, this is probably my least favorite.
Really?
Just because I realized later on that the thing I really love about Dark Souls games is the combination of the PvE versus PvP.
That's fair.
And like making different builds, and that's really not something that this game gives you the freedom to do.
yeah, they are two very different games
Yes.
like that, where you're not building a certain like way that you're going to be playing this per se. Like you're not going to be like doing a Sekiro with a magic build.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of those things where it's like, initially I never really thought about that, but as I was playing through this, my motivation kept dropping just because I was like, if I ever come back through this, I will still have essentially the same toolkit that I had for my first playthrough, and that makes me way less interested to even bother getting super deep and exploring, just because I feel like that concept of coming back in it as a totally different kind of character just really killed a lot of my motivation. I totally
That's fair.
still think it's a great game. I still think its combat and everything is spectacular.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where I realized I wouldn't be coming back to that, and it made me instantly kind of stop caring about my first run.
I didn't think about it like that. Sorry, Tyler. You were
No,
gonna
you
say?
No, go ahead. It continues to topic.
But like, I guess that's one of the things I actually do like about this game is that it does give you one tool set, which means this is how you're supposed to play the game.
Yeah.
Whereas when I'm playing either Dark Souls or Bloodborne, I'm thinking like, man, I'm building it like this, but I feel like I'm cheesing it by building it like this.
Yeah.
Like, what is the optimal way that I'm supposed to play this game?
You're
Whereas
like,
this
I'm
game,
building this just to fuck up the enemies.
Whereas this game gives you the tool sets like, hey, we're building everything around this, which made it feel like a much more contained and concise experience to me, I think is why I like it the most.
Oh, okay.
And I can totally get that.
Somebody in chat mentioned earlier that Metal Wolf Chaos is their favorite From game.
Yeah.
Is that actually a From game?
I think it is actually.
Holy shit.
I haven't looked into it yet, but I
haven't-
do believe that is I do believe From had something to do with that.
I gotta check it out then, because that has me excited. Okay, then okay, last question, and I'm sorry that
No,
I keep
go ahead.
prolonging the stream. Where does this now fall on your From software list? Because I honestly haven't been paying attention to this game at all. We have a preview monitor down here that I stare at the corner to make sure the right person is on screen. So this is my favorite boss so far.
Yeah, no, he's real cool.
He's the boss that's like, hey, what if we threw like a Bloodborne or a Dark Souls boss into this game without any of those mechanics? And it's fun, but
I will
think
say this is below Dark Souls 2 for me.
that's
Wow. Okay. A lot of Dark Souls.
How many
players would
Dark
probably not
Souls
say
have you
that.
played? Because like, I mean, Dark Souls 3 is way
I've played
better
Dark
than
Souls
2.
2, and I've played Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Okay, Dark Souls 3 you probably
You
like
should check
better
that
than
out
2.
sometime.
I
And Dark
Uh,
Souls 1 even.
But I don't know. Like, I think Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne are kind of tied for me, and this
Okay.
just barely ekes those out for the reasons that I gave. That, like I said, it's kind of that more concise experience where everything was built around the tool set
Yes.
that you have.
It is definitely more deliberate, is maybe how I'd put it.
Yes.
Where it's just like, no, we know what you can do, and that's why we built every combat situation around that. And that is really cool, and I don't want to take away from that. But it's just one of those things where I realized Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne had such a long tail for me because I kept doing PvP stuff, and when I realized that was never going to be an option here,
PvP is kind of
killed
sad
me.
because I think PvP in this would be
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, even if we all had to deal with the same tool set or whatever, PvP would
I
have
think
still
that would
been
make it
fucking
even
cool.
better.
Yeah.
Because then it's more competitive. Everybody's working with the same set of things, and it's all about timing and parrying and juking the other person out. I think that would be awesome.
I
Yeah.
would love to fight somebody in this.
Yeah, let's
That'd be
do
really
Samurai
cool.
v Samurai.
Also,
Yeah?
do you think him doing the pose at the very beginning of the fight when he notices you is him choreographing like, hey, I know what the fuck's going on, I'm gonna kill you?
It's just him
Yes.
doing kabuki, like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Well, I feel like that's a conscious move.
that said,
Yeah.
I do think it is a very like,
It's an
okay,
intimidating-
Samurai,
it's an
I know who you are. Like kind of a, let's get into this.
It's an intimidation tactic, certainly.
I would
But
say that fits in that.
that,
Either way.
that all the questions you
Yeah,
have
do you have
for
any
us?
more questions, Tyler?
What are you guys gonna do after this?
I'm probably going to go home, sober up a bit, and play some team fight tactics.
Scott, do you have anything?
I'm going to sober up, and then I'm going to drive home.
Okay.
And then I'm going to enjoy having the apartment to myself the weekend. Because
Oh, is Chris out of town?
Ah,
Yeah, Christopher's-
unlimited masturbation.
Nice.
Oh,
I mean, you could
please.
do that before. He would just try to catch it.
Yeah. Artista bringing up a good point that Sekiro getting to be an actual character is a big plus. Yeah, since you get to create characters and all the other things, yeah, it is nice that you get to have a character that gets to have a personality.
Not
built in.
having a character that you can name alone kind of weakens it.
Makes
in
it
the,
feel
in
important.
the list. 'Cause I can't be my own character, making my own story.
Tyler, are you doing anything after this?
No.
No. All right.
I'm probably gonna go home and watch more of Lamino or Let Me Know, this cool top 10 channel that I found last night.
Okay.
He's got a shit ton of views, so I'm not sure if he's actually super popular or not.
All right. Well, with that, Grant, you got anything going on?
I was gonna say I might have something, Nick.
Yeah, I'm asking. I'm pushing around.
You should come here on the screen so people can hear, so the deaf audience can read your lips.
No, I'm here to close the stream. It's cool.
I'm sorry.
If I do anything though, it'll probably be more Fire Emblem. I started that last night. I got a good 5 or 6 hours into my New Game Plus run. Everyone was excited about Dedue, who we just started calling Doo-Doo, and we just kept saying
He's pretty fucking great.
we were just the Doo-Doo squad as we were running through things. It was a fun time. If you want to check it out, TV/Master Anyway, thank you everybody for joining us. This has been Sakero. This is the last episode, so thank you everybody for joining for this whole series at all. Yes, Burn Wolf. But thanks everybody. We will not be back next week because of San Japan, but we will catch you guys next time. on
Come
the
find
flip
us at
side.
San Japan.
Yeah. See you later, everybody. Bye.
Bye.